Alright, hey guys, MRG here with episode 11 of my Bloodborne Let's Play. And in the last episode, we did something I honestly forgot. No, I'm kidding. We took down the Dark Beast Parl. Alright, my memory isn't the greatest. Well, it's alright. But there's no way I would forget something that quickly. But yeah, we took down Dark Beast Parl. We completed our first area in our first adventure into the Yahar'gul Unseen Village, which we'll be coming back to later when it's a lot different. But anyway, now that we defeated Stark Beast, this door right here, right near the Cathedral Ward lantern, right here in the chapel, is open. We're going to be exploring this area now. It's actually a pretty small, short area. There's a lot more to it later once we get a certain item, but we're not going to have to worry about that for a while. Something interesting about this elevator is, I missed it, there is a hidden path that is behind you when you go down, so we're going to go in here real quick. This episode's mostly just going to be this section, as well as a NPC quest line, or continuing a NPC quest line with a character I personally really like. All around, it isn't going to be the longest episode, but regardless, we're going to do it. Pick up Farmless Odin. I forgot what that does specifically, but I might go back to Hunter's Dream real quick and get it. And also one of my favorite messenger items, which we'll go show right now as we're right here. There's a quicker way to get down, but there it is. I was like, which side is it? Jump down. I'm not sure how long this episode's going to take, but it shouldn't take that long. So I'm not sure if I showed it already. No, looks like No, wait, these guys don't change. I think I did earlier, but if you guys forget how to equip certain things to the messengers, you go this way and talk to the ones at the stump. Yeah, we spoke with them before. And one of my personal favorites, and the one we're probably going to keep on for the rest of the game, is this one. Because they have pots on their heads, it's like hilarious. I really like that one. It looks better than the other one. I really like is this nicer top hat looking one, but it's not really important. And then the new rune we got. Since we don't have many runes at this point, it's good to equip. This one increases our Quicksilver yield held up to 4, which is awesome. So now we can have 24 on. So currently we have the Moon, Lake, and Farmless Odin, sorry. Which is pretty nice. I didn't mean to do a Borat impression, but things happen. There we go. So we got the max number of 24. So in total now we can have 29, which is a lot. But since we're done there, let's head back to Cathedral Ward and continue on with the rest of that section. So this next section is going to have a lot of gunmen as well as just regular huntsmen. The toughest enemy in this section, for now at least, is going to be a brick troll, but other than that, it's not really that big of a section. Early on, you're going to want to dodge roll into a building because there's going to be 2 gunmen on a higher platform that's going to be shooting at you, and they could pretty much kill you in a few shots if you get staggered. But besides that, it's not really that major of an area. It opens up more later and has what I consider one of the harder bosses in the game, but besides that, it's not that bad right now. Oh, and also there's a huge secret I forgot to mention. Don't jump down that shaft. That's basically a bottomless pit. Once you fall down, you'll die. Which, I mean, I only have like 100 blood echoes right now, so not a big deal, I guess. Gonna hit that down just in case we die here. Once you enter this room, there's gonna be a guy with a Gatling gun, so just dodge through and whack him. Communion. Oh, that's a good one. I think that one increases our blood vial, the amount of blood vials we can get. That one specifically is for +1, which is nice. This is the area I was talking about with the guys with the top levels. Come on, big boy. This area is honestly not that bad. The enemies, at least for now, are kind of garbage and don't really matter that much. I think you're supposed to come here once you beat Starved Beast, Blood-Starved Beast, with Winch, which is where this area opens up. That's gonna be good once we get more Blood Tinge related items. Blood Vial, nice. There's a guy right there that dropped something. Real quick, sorry about yesterday's lack of video. Just shit happens. I'm not gonna make up for it either. I'm gonna do 2 videos a day like I normally do, but I'm not gonna do more than that. Alright, I want to get this guy down here so we don't have to worry about that gunman. That was fucking dismal. I remember there being another chest in here. This area has a lot of chests, which is kind of odd, but regardless. I guess not. Walk out here. I remember there also being a Skull Beast or Wandering Nightmare around here, so when we encounter that, I'm gonna head for it. That's a ladder. There's the brick troll. Ah, okay. This is the wrong level. Sorry, sir! I love doing that. That guy goes by too. If you drop down to that bridge, I'm pretty sure you can survive it, but I... fly. I just whacked myself in the nose. Ow. I think the chest is in another area. Dude, get off my legs. Oh, I know where it is. Alright, we're gonna climb higher, and then I'll do the lower area after. What is with all these fucking flies now? God, now I feel like I have a fly crawling on me when I don't. So yeah, I think that... God, I hate that feeling. When a fly lands on your leg and then just like, even though it's not there, you just feel like it's on you, like that. I fucking hate that. I'm not like afraid of flies or anything, like they're just flies. I mean, they're covered in bacteria and shit, but like, it could be worse. Actually, it can be, because bot flies are a thing, and those things are nasty. We can't open this door at all right now. We need a key for it, and that key is later. Holy shit! I just shit my pants. And if I'm not mistaken, this chest is very much worth your time, because it contains a really good item that we really want. And if I remember correctly, that gives us access to fire paper, which I really like. If I'm wrong, then I have no idea what that gives us, but it is very much worth your time. Oh my god, I freaking hate flies. Be careful going down that ladder. Jesus Christ. I took a shower today. Like, why the hell are these things bugging me? Is it my soap? Maybe my soap has something that attracts flies? I don't know. What the f... That guy's body glitched through the ground. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. There's the Wandering Beast. Got it. Well, gravity got it, but I still think I got it. So this area, I'd say, is a little bit tricky because every game From Software has something like this where it's basically gravity related. Like you have to drop down, and if you screw up, you're dead. So just drop down. Oh my God! Example A. Drop down that. I'm just gonna collect these items to get to the bottom, and then there's like a secret area you could access, which is like right there. But I'll get that on a second try afterwards, just so I don't have to worry about it now. But it's very much worth your time going to that secret area. Okay. And yes, there is a bottom to this pit. Don't worry. Just dropping down directly to it is bad. I think that's the one I was actually talking about, the top hat. Funny. That's funny how that works. But I'm going to keep the urn one on. I'm going to show what that looks like, but the urn one is still my personal favorite. I think that's the only 2 items in this area. At least in the upper area. There's a lower area too, but that area is a little bit different. Grab that. Madman's Knowledge. There's one more platform right there. If you can barely see it. So let's quickly... I think I made it. Yes! And I'm going to heal up just so I could make that final fall. There's also right there, I forget the exact name of this guy, but he is a unique enemy that is in the main game, not the Chalice Dungeons. This is the only time this enemy makes an appearance. I think they're called a soul-possessed beast. They have this long-range attack that's basically throwing 2 fireballs at you. A little bit annoying, but them themselves aren't as bad as what you'd expect. They look pretty damn badass, too. And Beast Ruin is basically... it gives you more power with your beast form with the... blood summoning pellets. I'll show you guys in a second. I completely forgot this section existed. This episode's gonna be a little bit longer than I thought, I guess. The beast blood pellets pretty much just lets you become a beast for a little bit. Like, not like a scourge beast, but just it gives you higher power. It's a pretty decent item. I'm saving it for a little bit later, but yeah. These are just random NPCs. I wouldn't even call them that. They're just random people that have nothing to do with anything, so you don't have to worry about them. I always forget this section exists. Oh, there's a kidnapper. Hey! Hey, bud. What's up? You know what? I think this elevator leads up to that item that I forgot. It does. This is the door right there, and look at through the war. This is that item. I always forget where to get this, how to get this too. I mean, it's just a cold blood, but like, it's good that we got it because in my personal playthrough a few months ago, like a month or 2 ago, I totally forgot to grab that. That's the way we came, so I'm gonna go this way. These guys have slightly different outfits. That's neat. Oh, they kind of look like they're a member of the church. That's cool. I like that. That's a nice touch. Nice! I got the dog, too! Yeah, the dogs are kind of funny. They do that a lot where they run into fire and they could easily get killed, and I guess this is obvious. Oh, God. If I'm not mistaken, that's a upgraded version of the Brain Sucker. I think they're called the Warlock Leech. Please tell me this is going to work. I don't mind using up all mine on this thing. I keep these things. Yeah, okay. The reason why I hate Brain suckers are, when they grab you, they do a crap load of damage, and they also take insight from you permanently. Even when you kill it afterwards, you don't get that insight back. It's gone for good. They take like 1 or 2, which isn't, I guess, a big deal, but insight is kind of a finite resource where once you have all the blood echoes and stuff, or Madman's knowledge and stuff, you can't get more of. This is a kidnapper, for those who are curious. They're kind of hard-hitting. Agreed. Like, they're meant to be annoying, so I guess I couldn't really consider them my least favorite enemy. Kind of find the dogs to be kind of... Dogs kind of take that place for me, even though they're... Ah, screw it. No! Not even the dogs. There's another enemy later in the game that I definitely would consider my least favorite enemy. Everyone's favorite enemy, which I will rant about later. I know I'm using a lot of blood vials right now. Just this area is pretty easy, so I don't really mind using them up. The only trouble was probably that brain sucker or warlock leech or whatever the frick it's called, and the kidnapper. Another Madman's knowledge. Speaking of the devil. If you guys are curious what Madman's knowledge does, it's a consumable item like the Cold Blood, but it gives you 1 insight. There's a version that gives you 2, but that comes a little bit later. They're pretty useful, but I personally don't like using them unless if I plan on buying something from the merchants from the Hunter's Dream. So I think that's actually it for this section, which is kind of odd, but alright. And let's grab that secret section back. The secret rewards area. I'm just gonna Honor's Mark. It's just gonna be easier. This could be a little bit trickier than getting to the bottom of that pit. But I definitely like going here because you get some good items for it, including one for one of the endings. Side note, real quick. Yeah, she's here. If you take her blood more than a few times, she's the girl over there from the Yargol that we got. She will actually kill her. She's basically, this woman right here, I forgot her name already, she's kind of a prostitute, and she's like, this other woman is like super religious, so she gets super jealous and will kill her, so just, I wouldn't recommend taking the blood. That woman is useful for one thing, is she does get one of the items required for one of the endings, but there are several chances of you being able to get that, so I'm probably just going to skip hers entirely, so I don't have to worry about that one. You only need 3 of these 4 items, and 2 of them are missable. I already plan on getting one of them that are easier to get. There's nothing right there, by the way. That's just like a second platform that you can land on if you don't want to take any chip damage. Thank you. Zelia? Is that how you pronounce your name? I'll just call you Fox. Yeah, some of the names just confuse me, especially ones that are kind of similar sounding, that like those two, except one has an R in it, but you get the point. Alright, the secret door's right there. You can't really jump off and make it to the door right away. You have to drop down, and the quickest way to do that is almost falling off the edge like I just did. Sorry, I always suck at doing this, but I always do it. Just, again, it's very worth your time. I believe you drop down on the ropes right there. Yeah. Gonna heal up. Just grab that. There it is. I always remember the ropes were the tip. Or tell me the ways, just in case. I have decent vitality, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, I can see that, because if you land and roll, you're gonna plummet. So I can see that being harder. Thanks. So by longer... Oh, I think I know what you mean. So if we jump... Sorry, jump. If we jump from here, we can make it and land it on easier? I can see that. So you mean from here, right? Okay. Yeah, I think I saw that, but I forgot, sorry. So we roll from here, correct? Even though this is my Let's Play, you're taking it, man. I'm fine with that, because I screwed up. Yep, I screwed up. It's alright. Quick backtracking. And I only had like 107,000 blood echoes. My bad. That was just a bad attempt. I guess you could say that's what not to do, which I like showing on these, so that's not bad. Yeah, I double-clicked on accident. That's on me. In fairness, again, it's very quick to get back to that point, so it's not a major deal. I plan on doing a lot of off-screen grinding anyway later, so it's losing those 7,000 blood echoes doesn't mean jack. Speaking of current level, that's what my level is right now. I think I forgot to show that earlier in the episode. Just ignore these dudes. This one follows me, the saber dude. I'm just gonna kill him, but other than that, like, not a big deal. The gun guys don't do anything. Well, they don't follow you, is what I meant. Wait a second. Don't tell me that possessed beast took my freaking blood echoes. Piece of shit. Alright, so we just roll. I think I screwed up again. No, I didn't! I made it! Just barely. Okay. Thanks, man. Now we made it. This is probably one of my favorite Easter eggs in the game, but this is the old abandoned workshop. And it's basically the Hunter's Dream, but in the real world. The Hunter's Dream is, like, completely... is kind of like an imaginary area. We got the doll set, which makes you look like the doll, so if you want to cosplay as the doll, you can. But since I don't really like the set personally, I don't think it has a lot of items. Old Hunter Bone, that's a arcane-related item. I'm not really going to use it since I don't have arcane. 1/3 of the umbilical cord that is required for an ending. Very much worth getting. Small hair ornament, that is an item you give to the doll. And I believe that's it. There's nothing else in this section for us to do. I'm just double checking. Because I think that's really the only areas. The only items, I mean, sorry. Not areas. Yeah, that's it. You can come back here anytime you want, but to be honest, it's completely worthless. And that's what the urn item looks like on the messengers. It's pretty funny. Oh crap, I forgot. There's the doll right there behind me. I should have showed that off. I always forget to look at that thing. I'm sorry. We'll go back. Is it? Don't tell me it's the third one. Wow, it's the third one. The further we get up to the stairs with those tombstones, it's pretty much later in the game, so this is meant to be kind of later. But I'm doing it now because the area is not that hard. For now, at least. Like, once you get the key to that door, there are some bosses and enemies in there that could be pretty tough, but we don't have to worry about that until later. An abandoned doll. That doesn't look familiar, does it? I'm kidding, it does. That is basically the non-living version of the doll. Oh, I guess the doll is not alive in the first place, but you get the point. I thought I was gonna miss that jump, by the way. Like, I mean, the roll. It just looked like I was going to go right past the platform, but I landed on it just barely.
Welcome home. What is it here?
So with the ornament we got, give it to the doll.
What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
Tearstone. The Tearstone is another item for your weapons. You crush it and get the Tear Blood Ring. I don't think it's that useful, but let's just double check that real quick. Yeah, HP continues recovery +2. That means like 2 HP a second. Sounds good, but all around it really isn't. It's okay at best. I'm not going back to get my blood echoes either. 8,000's not that much at this point, so I'm fine with losing that. That possessed beast can keep it. So now that we're done with that, we're going to finish off this episode by doing a NPC quest for Eileen, or the Crow, who I like to call. I just wanted to get that section off done first, just... I like doing that area. It has a bunch of good items. I forgot to click the communion rune. I'll do that off screen. I'm not going to go back and do that. I mean, it's just one blood vial. Actually, to continue this quest line, you do need to restart the area, so I might actually do that once we speak to Eileen. But yeah, now that during the evening, she'll be right here once you open that gate. Not the one in the distance.
I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Burden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. He's my mark. Don't go near the tomb below Earth. I have business there. Don't go. I have...
So, yeah. Again, I'm talking about it's up those stairs. You need the emblem key from the merchants to get into it, and once you have that, you can speak with her anytime. But I would wait till you're a little bit stronger to do it, which... I think I'm strong enough, so I'll be fine. So we're going to quickly go back to Hunter's Stream. I'm going to quit that ruin and head back to the cathedral. The tomb area she was speaking about is where we fought Gascoigne, and since we are now that far in her quest line, you can't actually use that lantern to get back to it immediately, as it's disabled at the moment. But there's a very easy way to get back to the tomb, so we'll do that in a sec. So let me see. Physical resistance. Yeah, I'm going to use the communion one instead of the moon. I mean, a little extra is fine, but there's better versions of the moon rune for later, and I'd rather have one extra blood vial. I usually run the blood vial one throughout the whole game, which... I mean, it's a really good rune. It gives you one extra blood vial, why not? So go to the Cathedral Ward 1. This whole episode's based on this area, so... It's kind of funny. I don't think I went further than, like, a couple dozen yards from this lantern this whole episode. The furthest we went was down that giant pit. I have no idea what I want to name this episode. It's just been kind of all over the place. I meant to sprint. I'm used to the controls of Hollow Knight, alright? I've been playing that game lately, and R2, or whatever it's called on the Switch controller, is just, that's how you sprint, and I'm used to doing it that way, so... Probably should not play two games with completely different controller styles, like layouts. So down here is going to be a Mad Hunter, the Hemrick guy. Not Hemrick, that's not his name, but the... Hopefully he doesn't show up and start beating my ass. Henrik, I was one letter off. He's a little tough, he uses a gun, and I forget what hunter weapon, but it's... He hits a little hard, and luckily Eileen actually helps you during this fight, so it gets a little easier. He's a little easy. There he is. Oh, Sock Cleaver, my favorite. Eileen will show up in a moment to help you. If you hit her too many times during the fight, though, she will get mad at you and start attacking you, so be very careful with your attacks. There she is. Any second now, Eileen. Oh, shit. I whipped. I forgot how many times specifically you have to hit her, but it's a lot. Don't worry, that's not gonna matter. Bingo bongo.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You weren't bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me. Try to keep your hands either.
Out of all the quest lines in this game, she's probably my favorite, and I always do it. Gives a lot of good items, and not items, but like cool gestures I really like, and just pretty good experience versus hunters. Plus, it's a lot easier doing her quest line than actually killing her early on for her badge. I mean, her weapon is like one of the best skill-based weapons in the game, but I don't mind waiting a little bit for it. Now that we did that, that pretty much wraps up what I want to do for the current time period in the game. So, unless I'm mistaken, it's time to progress the time. Which I'll do probably at the beginning of next episode, which will be in like, I'd say about 10-20 minutes. Yep. It's time. In the next episode, we're going to progress the time off screen for like half hour. I'm probably going to grind up a little bit, get a few more levels, just because the next area could be a tiny bit tough, and I want to have a little more experience. The area's not that bad. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm level 51. I think that's a pretty good level for that section. The bosses is the only real thing I'm worried about in that area, but besides that, it should be fine. Let's check out that new ruin we got quick. Visceral attack. So if you visceral attack an enemy, you get more blood echoes than you would normally. So basically it's like the moon rune, but I think it's a little bit better. Let me check the comments real quick before I end off. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, see you in about 15-20 minutes. to start off the next section. I'll meet you guys at the Grand Cathedral. So see you in a minute. Thanks for watching this episode, guys. Peace.